Welcome back to Martin Sim Racing. We're again in that PSVR 2 headset on Daily Race C at Spa with the dynamic weather turned on. Will it rain? Will the sunshine? Will it do a little of both? We don't know, so we'll keep our eye on the weather radar and see how this thing turns out and make a decision about what tires we have to use and pit when that's necessary, if that's necessary. And I am starting off in P11. I'm racing in the B leagues, or I'm racing as a B driver. There's a lot of A drivers in this race. I'd say it's predominantly A drivers in this race. But I am racing as a B driver on an alternative account that I have. I'm leaving my primary account alone until the official World Series starts because I'm barely an A driver, and it was a goal of mine to race in the GT1 league. And so I don't want to take a chance of losing that VR because I have not had a lot of time to play lately. So my skills aren't as good as they were a few months back. So here in another month or so, I should be back on track. Now, we already pick up a position, moving to P10. I don't know what happened to that car. Maybe he forgot to turn his wheel on. That does happen to people at times. But either way, we are already up one position going down through here at the beginning of this race at one of my favorite tracks in the game at Spa in Belgium. I love this track. It just flows so good. It's got a lot of fast, high-speed turns, but it's also got the slow, technical turns as well. Coming through this first chicane here, trying to survive. You can see somebody's having some trouble up there. They're ghosting. We're going to go right by him. He's probably going to pop out any minute, and there he does. But we do avoid any contact. We're still in P10, still feeling good. But we got a slew of drivers right on our rear end, breathing down our neck here, and we are in the Nissan Sylvie. Oh, and there's some trouble up ahead. Donald Trump's in trouble. We hit Donald Trump trying to back out. Then he turns sideways again. Boom. Race over. Well, or is it? It's not over. Don't turn the channel. It's not over. Donald Trump, that wasn't his fault. We'll go back and look at that and see what happened. But I don't think there's anything I could have done to avoid it. You can see that car kind of dive bombs him a little bit. And then when he goes off into the grass, he just spins around. And he's not ghosted in time for me to go through, which is unfortunate because I've dropped down to P14 out of 15. And I think Trump is the only guy behind me. You take a look at it from another angle right there, as you can see. It's just pure chaos here at the beginning of the race. Now let's fast forward to lap 2. As we're still in P14, Donald Trump is still behind us, and we are trying to catch up. Well, we've got a big group in front of us and a lot of crap happening right there. And we got some people with some penalties, half-second penalties, so a good opportunity to maybe get back a few positions coming up if we can just maintain our composure. Keeping an eye on that weather radar, because you never know. Now, you can see this guy serves his penalty. It is enough for us to go on by him, and we're going to move into P13. But we've got 12, 11, and 10 right in front of us. So we're making a little bit of a comeback. We are catching up. My pace is pretty good compared to the time I've put into it. And just trying to survive here this last chicane on lap 2, because if I can get back to lap 2, and say P11 or so, I'll feel pretty good about it because that's where we started the race. And I get into this guy. That was a bad move by Martin Sim Racing right there. But I'm still kind of trying to figure out what do I do in that situation. That comes from inexperience. Looking back at it, I think I should have slowed down. And I should have just let him take his line, but just keep a little foot on the gas. But it's not easy. And right here, I get bumped and pushed wide. And it wasn't the guy that I dive bombed a little bit there. It wasn't Donald Trump either. It was the other guy. Well, it was another car that's still behind me. We'll take a look at all this from a different angle. You can see right there, I cut the inside. That is my normal line, but he was a little wide. It's unfortunate, but it was bad driving by me. And you see I get bumped, pushes me out wide, but I don't lose too much time. I'm still kind of in contention right there, but I'm back at P14 again here on lap 3. So that's bad news because nobody wants to be in P14, unfortunately. But don't change that channel because there's still a chance. There's still a chance old Martin Sim Racing can climb back into the top 10 in a race full of A drivers and good B drivers. So that wouldn't be a bad finish, but can we get it done? Let's hang on and find out. As you'll see, P15 is going to make a move here. He's going to go down the inside, and he's going to try to make it on the chicane here around the inside and get the move done, but I feel like he's going to brake too late, and I'm going to cut him under, and I get it done. Maintain that coveted P14 that everybody wants. Not. But anyway, we're still in P14. We're gonna look at it again right here. As you can see, he just brakes too late, and I'm able to get it done. I felt like maybe he's a little bit less experienced. I knew that was going to happen, and I was ready for it. So I'm proud of myself for that at least. But coming around here to lap 4, we've got an A driver right there with a half-second penalty, and I believe he's so far behind because he pitted and put wet tires on because he thought it was going to rain. But my radar never shows rain. You can see it right there. It doesn't show any rain. I'm 50 miles out. So I don't know. I think he just misread the radar. But It did show that there possibly was some rain, but it never was on top of us. So we get the move done right there. I felt pretty good about that. Now I'm back up in the P13. I was able to get on his inside and hang it in there on the curve. But I think him, possibly having wet tires on had something to do with that. Let's watch it again right here. As I take the inside and I'm there, I'm holding my position. So it's not a dive bomb, and I just hang it in on the inside. With that good position, more speed, better tires, because I got the racing hard tires on, that all helps. Even though he is an A driver, and I think he's like a mid-bar A driver, so he's definitely more skilled than we are. But here we are on lap 4 still, and we're chasing old Donald Trump down again. He is campaigning hard for that P12, but can we take it from him here on Martin Sim Racing? Let's find out. Now we're going to go all the way up to lap 6, still chasing Donald Trump. Can we get it done? Things are about to get very interesting here. And we have a car with a penalty, so that's going to put us in P12. So we got 11 and 10 right in front of us, and they are battling. So we should be able to catch up to 11 and 10 and possibly sneak into that top 10 here, at least get 10th. I think that's a real possibility. With only 2 laps left here on the last chicane. Let's don't make any mistakes like we did earlier. Keep it all clean. We do, and we're now on lap 7 as we're coming down here close to the end of lap 7. Watch what occurs right here as we're chasing old Donald Trump down. Like I said, he's campaigning hard now for P11 or P10, but can we take it from him? As we go around the turn here, he's going to get just a little bit wide right here. He goes off the track, gets on the Astro, slows him down. He's in the 4-wheel drive car. We got better acceleration. We're able to turn in better after update 1.31 and get the pass done on Donald Trump. So now we move into P11, chasing down P10. Update 1.31 really helped there because he's in that 4-wheel drive Subaru and it just doesn't turn as good, which is realistic, and I'm glad they did that. That's what I like about the update. Now we take it pretty fast right here on this last turn going into the final bus stop chicane here on lap number 7. And we're trying to climb up closer to P10 because maybe, just maybe, we still have a shot at that top 10. We got one more lap to go. If you've watched this long, keep watching, because we got a little more action here at this race at Spa. It was a fun race. I'm really proud of it. Let's see what happens here. We're not putting up stellar times, but we're still hanging in there. So here we are, lap 8, coming down through it. This is the first part of the track. We got one guy just takes a break, decides not to race anymore. I don't know why he's doing that. He's just letting everybody pass. I wish he would just race. I don't like the mercy. I don't like to be given something because you're a better driver, just gonna let everybody win. I don't like that. I wish people would just race and win. And if I get what I get, I know I earned it. But either way, by the numbers, now we are in 10th place. So if we can overtake this guy, if he makes a mistake, possibly we sneak into the top 10, into maybe 9th place, and that would be even better here in this lobby with no more time of practice that I've put into it. I would definitely take it. So he comes around the corner. He goes wide. He goes wide. We're going to easily pass him, but we got Donald Trump still chasing us down, and I'm not aware of it, but old Donald Trump's got a half a second penalty, but we are in P9, so watch what happens. Well, first, let's go back and look at this. This guy gets in the grass a little bit, then he hits a curve. The car becomes unstable and just runs right off the track. He's driving the same car we are, but that's just how quick it can get away from you here on GT7. But now we're being chased down by Donald Trump. Watch what happens. We go to the penalty line. He goes, boom. I'm like celebrating. Heck yeah, I know I got it now. Got to make one little final turn here. This isn't much of a turn, but when the pressure's on, it can be a little tricky. I don't go out wide far enough there, but I'm like, hey, I ain't got to be super fast. Let's just be cautious. Sometimes you just got to know when to slow down and make sure you don't make a mistake. Make sure we hit that braking point nice and early, around the 130 mark. Turn it into the final bus stop. Don't spin out going around this curve. Ease on the throttle and cross the finish line. P9 here on Martin Sim Racing. We'll take it all day, every day. So that's it for this video. Hope to do this race again this week. Maybe get some rain just for some chaos, just for some entertainment in the PSVR 2 headset. It is amazing. It is awesome. It is still the way I race. See you next time on Martin Sim Racing.